Hello, my name's Kev. Welcome to KG Graves, the one-on-one series. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content like this. A big thank you to all of you who are already subscribed. This is number 48, G.K. Chesterton, at shepherdslane Cemetery in Beaconsfield, Buckinghamshire. Gilbert Keith Chesterton was born on the 29th of May 1874 in Campden Hill in Kensington, London. He was an English writer, philosopher and art critic. According to his autobiography, as a young man he became fascinated with the occult and along with his brother Cecil experimented with Ouija boards. He was educated at St Paul's School, then attended the Slade School of Art to become an illustrator. The Slade School is a department of the University College London, where Gilbert also took classes in literature, but did not complete a degree in either subject. He married Frances Blogg in 1901. The marriage lasted for the rest of his life. The couple were unable to have children. Between 1895 and 1902, he worked for various publishing houses. During this period, he also undertook his first journalistic work as a freelance art and literary critic. In 1902, the Daily News gave him a weekly opinion column, followed in 1905 by a weekly column in the Illustrated London News, for which he continued to write for the next 30 years. Early on, Gilbert showed a great interest in and talent for art. He had planned to become an artist, and his writing shows a vision that clothed abstract ideas in concrete and memorable images. Even his fiction contained carefully concealed parables. Father Brown is perpetually correcting the incorrect vision of the bewildered folks at the scene of the crime and wandering off at the end with the criminal to exercise his priestly role of recognition and repentance. Gilbert loved to debate, often engaging in friendly public disputes with such men as George Bernard Shaw, H. G. Wells, Bertrand Russell, and Clarence Darrow. Although he and George Bernard Shaw enjoyed their arguments and discussions and were rarely in agreement, they each maintained goodwill towards and respect for each other. Gilbert was a large man, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighing around 20 stone 6 pounds. He usually wore a cape and a crumpled hat, with a sword stick in hand and a cigar hanging out of his mouth. He tended to forget where we were supposed to be going and would miss the train that was supposed to take him there. It is reported that on several occasions he sent a telegram to his wife Frances from an incorrect location, writing such things as, "I am in Market Harborough, where ought I to be?" to which she would reply, "Home." In 1931, the BBC invited Gilbert to give a series of radio talks. He accepted, tentatively at first. However, from 1932 until his death, he delivered over 40 talks per year. He was permitted and encouraged to improvise on the scripts. This allowed his talks to maintain an intimate character, as did the decision to allow his wife and secretary to sit with him during the broadcasts. The talks were very popular. A BBC official remarked after Gilbert's death that in another year or so he would have become the dominating voice from Broadcasting House. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1935. Gilbert was part of the Detection Club, a society of British mystery authors founded by Anthony Berkeley in 1928. He was elected as the first president and served from 1930 to 1936 till he was succeeded by E.C. Bentley. Gilbert faced accusations of anti-Semitism during his lifetime, saying in his 1920 book, The New Jerusalem, that it was something for which my friends and I were for a long period rebuked and even reviled. In total, he wrote around 80 books, several hundred poems, some 200 short stories, 4,000 essays, mostly newspaper columns, and several plays. His best-known character is the priest detective Father Brown, who appeared only in short stories, while The Man Who Was Thursday is arguably his best-known novel. He had strict religious views which alienated many people, and these were shown in his writings throughout his career. Gilbert died of congestive heart failure on the 14th of June 1936, aged 62, at his home in Beaconsfield, Buckinghamshire. His last words were a greeting of good morning spoken to his wife Frances. Near the end of his life, Pope Pius XI invested him as Knight Commander with the Star of the Papal Order of St. Gregory the Great. In 2012, a crater on the planet Mercury was named Chesterton after him. I always remember when I was a boy, my dad used to quote the poem The Donkey, which has stuck with me all my life. Let's see where his grave is located. So, there you have it, the grave of G.K. Chesterton, writer, philosopher and art critic. If you have enjoyed watching this video, then please like, subscribe and hit the bell for more content like this. Thank you for watching, see you on the next one.